All right, good morning, everyone. Welcome to McBoss Capital Channel. My name is Michael Chu. Today is Friday, February 13, 2026. We are at 9:15 a.m. Mountain Time. Um, so past 11 a.m. Eastern Time. So the market right now, Nasdaq is bouncing back from this morning drop. Now it's almost near flat, 0.01%. Dow is up zero point 0.1. S&P is up zero point 0.1. Nasdaq NYSE volume is close to zero, which means like it can be positive later. But right now it's negative, negative 1% on NYS, Nasdaq, and NYSE is down 4% volume. In terms of stocks on the move, we do have 20 stocks here, so volume is there, I think. Yes. Let's look at the index first. Go to QQQ. We suffered a drop yesterday, pretty big drop. Um, And let's see how today, how we bouncing back any way. So yeah, so you can see this huge bar yesterday. It's not a good bar. I think Nasdaq was down like how many like let me see. I wanted to say 2%, but I'm not sure. Let's see. Yeah, it was down 2% yesterday. Um, and we are at the bottom of the channel here. You can see right there, right? And but today we found support. Like let's go to the morning intraday chart here. So this morning we found support here. So we see that low, and that's probably near the previous lows on the daily chart. And we found support there, and we've been climbing. Um, is it a strong climb? It's okay. The key thing was it was this one bar, right? And we haven't come back down to that level since then. So that is a good sign, right? So and we're more trading in the upper half than the bottom half of the day. So that is a good sign right now. Okay. So perhaps it's possible we will bounce back from here, but again, um, like recently we did bounce back here for a few days. You see that, but again, we found resistance right at the 10-day short-term moving average, and that's the problem right now is that we are starting to build this downtrend momentum, which is not a good thing, right? Uh, Although like I said, we're still seeing support at the lower channel line, so that is something to continue to watch. Now we have a pendant that is more skewed towards the downside, right? So anyhow, that's that. Let's go to SPY, S&P here. Very similar chart. We yesterday were down, big down day. Today we're trying to bounce back, but again, we still have a pretty steep slope when even if today this is where it closed, right? So it's almost like it's setting up for another big down day. That's the part I don't like, you know. So that's that. Let's go. Just quickly look at intraday here. It's probably similar to Nasdaq. Yeah, so we had this one pick tick down bar here and then we reverse. So that's another thing. We reverse. That's also another plus here. So again, there is some support at this level here. So for me, if I see a stock I like, I will probably buy it because to me this is a low risk entry because I can set my stop at this level, right? Wherever the low for the day is. But again, the market is not very healthy at this moment because we're seeing some selling lately, right? Lots of distribution days, all that stuff. So that's I won't be too aggressive, but yeah. Anyhow, this is IWM. Looks really good. IWM also test yesterday's low. Let's see. Yeah, so it tested yesterday's low this morning, and when we bounce back really strong after that. So that also tells us, this is could be a potential rebound here once again. But Russell is acting strong. It's up 1.79% at this moment, so a lot stronger than other index. So again, probably let me just jump to quickly KRE financials, regional banks. Okay, so this one's bouncing back somewhat, but this one also bounce. If today was the low here, we are bouncing from the 21 day. But again, one day is hard to tell, but it is. But I do like to buy on this bounce just because, like I said, they test the lows and it's a low risk entry, I think, especially when you bounce from a moving average. So that's that. But yeah, but you won't see many regional banks on this list here. Generally, regional banks don't show up here just because a lot of them are just very small cap, right? And the Russell, yeah. Anyhow, going to the list here, we have Fastly reported. Let's take a look at that one. I believe it has a huge jump yesterday from the report. Today, I think it's falling through. Yeah, yesterday was a huge jump. They continue to jump today. So this could be a potential leader, right? Something has changed fundamentally. I know something related to AI, but I don't know the specific details. But someone's liking it, right? We have LINC here, ANET. Um, Okay, let's take a look at ANET. Well, this one, again, it's okay. We have a low here, but we didn't make a lower low. We bounced from there today. A very strong bounce, 7%. Yeah, this is potential, I think. At least, it's a I mean, there's still risk because it hasn't really come out completely, but it's looking better is what I'm trying to say. Like, because you have a higher low and you have a higher high recently. So in the last 6, 7 sessions, it looked pretty good. So that's ANET. Let me just make sure I have it on my list here. So yeah, this one looks pretty good. Let's make it bold so I can look at it again. Let's keep going here. AMAT. My screen is getting slow again. Here's Applied Materials. Yeah, huge move today. I think it's from report. Yes, yes. Yeah, it is reversing though from this morning high. But yeah, so that's what happened there. We have SEI here, STNG, PSIX, CCEP, IHG. Let's take a look at IHG. This one looks pretty healthy. It recently break out. It's been holding tight, although like the last few days, it's been reversing to the bottom range. That's the only problem. It is reporting in 4 days, so that's the risk there. Yeah. Let me just check the earnings quickly here. Okay, so yeah, so you can see it's been positive. Although this number is not up to date for the quarterly, the next quarter, but yeah. Um, oh, that's okay. Let me just mark this down. IHG. Okay, let's keep going here. NATL. This one has been making a move lately. Let me bring it up. Yeah, look at this. It's breaking out nicely on the weekly chart. Let me go to daily. Yeah, look at this. This is really nice. Nice uptrend right now. Um, I think I added this morning. So, hold on, let me mark this. Man, so yeah, so this let me draw this. So this is the original breakout points around there, and then today we break out from the traditional high there. So there's two entry points at least recently, including today. MYRG, um, let's take a look. I usually focus on the stocks with higher volume, like the ones on stock on the move first, because they usually that bounce it means more. Because if there's no volume, then usually what happens during the day is it start to slide because there's not enough volume to support. So this MYRG also bouncing here. This is not an easy stock to hold. There's lots of turbulence. But nonetheless, it is slowly moving up here. So that's that one. Then we see some gold stocks, HMY, B, SSRM mining area, Kinross Gold, AGI. Let's take a look at gold. So, oops, no, that's not gold. Sorry, GLD. Here's the gold ETF here. Yesterday, big drop following the market trend yesterday. Today, it bounced 2% back to the 10-day. Um, I don't know. I feel like gold is showing some topping signs here, and I like to draw from the highs here, like recent highs, and you can see we are still at a very steep angle, right? This is still like less more than 45 degrees steep, so it hasn't quite recovered yet, right? From that perspective, so you know I'd like to see if it can come out more and then start to form the upper part of the base, and that will be a better entry point. But yeah, but some of the gold stocks bouncing back today. Uh, okay, let me go to my list here. Let's see if there's anything specific in that. Lastly, we talk about the LRCX. Yes, LRCX, TSM. Let's take a look at those two. Here's LRCX. It came out this morning a little bit, but it's pulling back right now though, so that's the only problem. But it still looks healthy at least from this morning. TSM, this chart is a little bit not correct. I don't think this is a big bar here. But anyhow, it's been pulling back, and this morning it's trying to bounce back, but it's having a little bit of trouble. So we'll see. So that's that one. Let's go to other areas here. Your USFDs still doing well. Industrial ATI, CRS, GE, we have HWM, NYG. We have VRT as well. Let's take a look at VRT. This one had a nice move from earnings yesterday. Okay, so it's starting to pull back. Oh, it's from 2 days ago. That was the earnings. And then now it's starting to pull back. But this morning it's again found support. We'll see if we can see where it closed. But right now it's still at the top of the range. So that's still good. Okay. Okay, coming down, we have on the health side, we have KNSA making a move. On the mining area, we have Caterpillar Machinery. Again, financials don't usually come on this screen. I'll have to check it individually, but yeah, nothing come on there. So this weekend I'll come up with new videos. Again, a lot of stocks have reported. Um, Probably still quite a bit haven't reported yet, but we'll see. I'll go through my list and then come up with the videos to see if anything new pop up from since last week. But definitely we're having a completely new list. I mean, a lot of tech stocks are no longer on the list. That's the biggest thing that has changed. Or even if they're on the list, they're not even anywhere near buy point. But yeah, there's definitely lots of rotation happening to industrials and somewhat financials, um, and a lot of cyclicals area. Yeah, let's see what else can happen. What else I can find this weekend. Please stay tuned. Thank you for watching. Have a good day. Bye now.